What is up, foodies, and welcome back to another episode. Look how beautiful it is, miles up in the air, just floating along, flying from Burbank to Oakland. This trip actually ended up being a disaster. They did not fly us back to LA, they took us to San Diego. Had to drive in a huge storm from San Diego back to LA. But, anyways, that is besides the point. Of course, it was super early. I had to get a mimosa, and this is one of the better mimosas that I've had recently. This woke me right up, and of course, they also threw in some graham crackers that were also very good. The stewardess, this is Southwest. I always have a good time with them. Unfortunately, it just didn't end well, but it is what it is. Look how overcast it got the minute we were in the Bay Area. And this was pretty much the weather the entire time I was there for those 3 or 4 days. We landed in Oakland, California. And then from here, we had to drive about another hour and a half to Cache Creek and Seka Hills. But yeah, I mean, look how crazy. There's the Oracle Arena and the Coliseum that will be nothing. It'll be a Spirit Halloween store starting next year. So, make sure you get your Halloween costumes there. But anyways, like I mentioned, we are going to Cache Creek and Seka Hills, which is about an hour and a half away from the actual Bay Area, about another hour-ish from Sacramento. It was crazy. Look how beautiful this is. You can see the Bay Bridge in San Francisco in the distance. But the minute we get to the Cache Creek area, I mean, the clouds were just kind of moving along, and it was all blue skies. It was super nice up there. So both the casino and the winery, well, also the olive mill, is part of a Native American tribe. And Seka Hills is literally right across from Cache Creek, kind of hidden a bit, but it's literally right there. It is an active olive mill, so they make a lot of, olive oil there. Also a winery as well. I mean, just look how beautiful the outside area is. You get the nice little backdrop, and then the inside is just as nice. So you can actually see how they make the olive oil and along with some other stuff. But they also have some goods, so you could buy their olive oil, you could buy their wine. They have, I think it was fermented asparagus, meats, cheese, a little bit of everything and anything. The first thing that caught my eye was that miso caramel, which I was very confused about, but I love miso and I love caramel, so of course I had to try it. Like I said, it sounds interesting and it tasted amazing. It was sweet, you know, but like not too much. It had a nice little mixture. I loved it. And then also they have an actual deli, so you can actually get meat there, and you can actually get sandwiches, which is what we got. The sandwich selection isn't too crazy, but I did get the Italiano. There's some hot and cold sandwiches that you can get. They also do wine tasting, and in this case, I did a flight of 4 wines for $15, which I thought was a great buy. You could do red or white. I chose red, but here's the Italiano sandwich. You get, a generous amount of meat, and this was just super fresh. The bread was nice and soft. The spread they had on it was really good. The tomatoes and lettuce just tasted phenomenal. Overall, the Italiano I will highly recommend. So like I mentioned, I got 4 different wines. They honestly poured very heavy, which I absolutely appreciated. The first one was the Grenache, and probably one of my favorite ones that I actually had. Yeah, all the wines are really good. One thing, I mean, I probably should talk about all the wines that I'm going to try, but I tried 4 different ones. But the one thing you can do is also join their club. They have multiple tiers, so for different price ranges as well, and they do ship. So if you want just a wine club, you could do that. If you want food and wine, they also have that, and then just like a food, I think, option as well. And comes with like cured meats, some of their veggies and stuff. But I should just mention that everyone here is super friendly. The food is really good. Their wine is excellent, and for that price, $15 for a pour of 4, which is really good. You're probably wondering why I just made that face. That was the Toluca wine, and it was a little peppery. I was just caught off guard, to be 100% honest, but it was still really good. But yeah, again, everyone is super friendly. They have olive oil that they actually make, and you can actually do an olive oil tour as well. Outside is a beautiful backdrop, like I mentioned. The inside is also really nice. So if you're not into the Cache Creek Casino, just, spend some time here, or, maybe pregame a little bit here and then go to the casino and have some more drinks over there, or food, or lose some of your money. It's kind of up to you. And again, this is literally right across from Cache Creek. You would have to drive there. It's going to be a little bit hard to walk there. But again, all 4 of these wines were really good, and the sandwich was really good. But let's get into Cache Creek. Here's the entrance of Cache Creek, well, at least the valet portion. And this was shot back in February for Chinese New Year. It's just been one thing after another, so I couldn't post it. But look how beautiful that is. Oh, man. And then here is the lobby, and then it kind of goes directly right into the casino. The hotel's on the other side. So we finally made it to Cache Creek. We were staying at the hotel. There were 2 sides to the hotel. I've actually never stayed here before. And this room is actually really nice. Everyone here is just so friendly. That's probably why it's my favorite casino in all of California. We just left Seka Hills, which means Blue Hills. And I just want to say, everyone over there is extremely friendly and helpful. I feel like I could have bought like literally everything over there. Their wines were phenomenal. I didn't have a bad one. The sandwich was amazing as well. But now we're here, and let's check out this room. So coming straight in, you have a nice little closet. Some nice little Cache Creek robes. Ooh, those robes actually feel really good. Let's make our way over here. You have a door, I guess, going to another room. Let's check out this. Ooh, this is a massive place. I think the layout kind of reminds me of the Delano, because at the Delano, you would come from over here, and then the shower and the bathtub. Let's hop into the shower. It looks really clean. That's very nice. Now let's check, because at the Anaheim one and at the Marriott in Hawaii, I had to check the glass. That is crystal clear. So they do a good job cleaning here. This is a nice tub as well. Pretty decently sized. I feel like there should be some jets coming this way. And then work away. You might not see it, but obviously this thing has been through some wear and tear 100%. But other than that, I mean, everything is super nice. Work our way to your bathroom. Nice little place to take a dump. But look at this room. This is phenomenal. So you have a nice little desk if you want to, write down all of your thoughts after you lose some money. A Keurig, some water. Not too bad. You have a bunch of random stuff in here. Oh, they have a nice little refrigerator in there. Now, did open, and here's our view. Oh, there's a cat out there on the rooftop. Check that out. That's pretty crazy. The view itself is actually not bad. Like, you get those beautiful mountains. It is a very gloomy day. It was raining here for the most of the Bay Area. But, yeah, I mean, you're just the rooftop. The cat is now gone. You got a decent-sized couch. Kind of looks like it pulls out. This is about the same size that I had in Hawaii. Nice little area to hang out. Look at that bed. That is a really decent sized bed. Ooh, it's nice and firm. All right. But yeah, I mean, the room is amazing. Everyone here, the staff is super friendly. I don't know what we're going to eat or drink. We did just have the sandwich earlier. I mean, there are a good amount of restaurants here to explore. But obviously, we're going to try to win some money and then eat. So first stop is Sweets, etc. I was super tired. I had to wake up at 4 a.m., and then fly and then drive here. So it was a long day, but they have a good variety of sweets that they just bring out all the time. Breakfast sandwiches, desserts, kind of anything you want. And then the other half is an actual coffee shop. They made my coffee, and I thought it was kind of funny that they were using like this big old machine to make it. I did order a coffee or a caramel latte iced. Even though it came out of this machine, it looked really nice. And I would say, I don't know if I was just exhausted and I was just craving a coffee, but this tasted really good. I don't know what it was. I really enjoyed this coffee. I cannot wait to go back and get another one. I know my face doesn't look like I enjoyed it, but I absolutely did. I was just very tired, like I mentioned. And then I got a nice little chocolate Danish. And this was really good. This tasted super fresh, and I did see the chef actually bringing them out. So they make them on spot and then bring them to the suites, etc. So now it's time for dinner, and we are at the Sports Page Pub and Grill. And first up, I actually had to get a Jack and Coke because why not? When in Cache Creek, that's just the way to go. The menu was pretty decent, and it kind of seemed like they'll make you a little bit of anything, but it's kind of just normal pub style food, so very Americanized. And I got the clam chowder. And yeah, the video does not do this justice. I was expecting, maybe a Progresso style clam chowder, but this was really creamy, and the fish didn't taste old or anything. It was really good. And yeah, I just absolutely enjoyed that clam chowder. Next up, it was supposedly National Tater Tot Day. I don't know how true that was, or it's just a scam to buy some tater tots, but I bought some tater tots, and yeah, these were great. I mean, they were nice and crispy, and then they came with this like nice aioli that actually was pretty. Next up was their combo pizza. The dough actually was pretty good. I wish this had a little bit more sauce. Yeah, overall, this was a decent pizza. It was a little bit thicker than I would want it, but again, the pizza was still pretty good. And then I just thought this machine was pretty good. It's you could choose different, football teams. I picked the LA Rams. I think I won maybe like $3, so enough to maybe, I don't know, get another coffee or something. So like I mentioned, I'm a little late, but it was, you know, Lunar New Year. So yeah, they had it all decorated and it just looks really nice. But in the back area, they also have Enzo Sushi, which I've never been to. This bar, which we will go to in a bit, and then they also have a steakhouse that has pretty good reviews. So I actually do want to check that out. Right in front of that area was a Mexican restaurant and a Chinese restaurant, and the Chinese restaurant just had the line through the roof. It was crazy. And then if you don't feel like eating or gambling, you could boogie down at this little DJ area and also gamble at the same time. Not a whole lot of people were there. It was kind of early, but it was fun to just have that. You definitely felt like you're almost like in Vegas without being at Vegas. The DJ was actually really good, so it was kind of sad that only 3 or 4 people were on that dance floor. And I'm not gonna go out there and dance, but yeah, I thought this was kind of cool. They also do have live music and events here as well. And then, yeah, like I mentioned, 16 West Bar and Lounge was that one that I showed a little bit earlier. You could play some games and watch TV at the same time. This bartender was amazing. She literally made whatever you wanted. I think she made me some kind of whiskey drink that I don't even remember. Definitely a heavy pour. But, when you're paying a little bit more, a premium, I think it is well worth it. And then I did win a little bit of playing, Jack's Wild or whatever it was. So that was also kind of fun. But I highly recommend this bar if you just want to have a nice little casual outing. She also made this margarita. She said this was her signature margarita. Beautiful to look at and tasted just as good. I absolutely enjoyed this as well. So shout out to her. Today has been an extremely long day. It is literally 8 p.m. and it feels like it's like 4 in the morning. It's just the travel and more traveling on top of just, walking around. I'm exhausted. Seka Hills, that place was phenomenal. Honestly, the sandwich was great. The wine was amazing. And it's taken me so long to actually finally check them out. I'm happy I did. And again, there's so many options here at Cache Creek. Literally, whatever you want to eat, you can find that. They have some nice bars. So I did my video on Graydon, which I believe is still owned by a Vegas company. This, obviously, Cache Creek is owned by a tribe. And they have gone through a million remodels since, like forever. And I would say that this place is just amazing now. It's really nice. I really do like it. Didn't win any money, but that's fine. People here are so nice. And again, like the bars, the restaurants are just phenomenal. I'm extremely tired. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. And I'm just excited for tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to get. Obviously, I'm going to get coffee because I need it. Yeah, let's just see what tomorrow brings. So the next morning, I went back to Sweets Etc. to get some coffee and to get a breakfast sandwich. And I said, you know what, while I'm eating and drinking, it's usually not, I usually don't do this, but why not gamble a little bit? I don't think I won anything here, but that's just part of life. So I did get that same ice caramel latte along with a hot caramel latte as well. Yeah, I was double fisting. I was extremely tired. The hot drink was phenomenal. I loved it. And then obviously the iced one was just as good. It was the same exact one basically from the day before, but just like look how nice that came out of just basically a big Nespresso machine. And that was pretty cool. And then the hot one, obviously, it's not, nothing too crazy. Java City Coffee, I've never had them before, but they seem to make pretty good beans. I did get a breakfast sandwich as well, and this hit the spot. I was very surprised by it. I'm pretty sure it was just like a frozen breakfast sandwich that they made probably the day before, and they just reheated it. But yeah, I absolutely enjoyed this. And yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. I know it felt short, even though it was pretty long, but it's a little glimpse at Cache Creek and Seka Hills. I did do Graydon a few videos back. Between both of them, I would say if you want that nightlife and you want that Vegas style, Graydon is where it's at. If you want a little bit more low key and just to hang out, then Cache Creek is where you should be going. Well, until next time, follow me at IG at RockPaperFood. I'm going to keep playing this game. Until next time, see ya.